Imagine floating in the deepest part of space. No sound, no stars, only darkness. Now imagine something so powerful that not even light can escape it. This is not a monster. This is not science fiction. This is a black hole. And today, we are going to explore what really happens beyond the point of no return. Let's say your spacecraft loses control. You are slowly being pulled toward a black hole. At first, nothing feels wrong. There is no explosion, no sudden death. But time around you begins to change. From your perspective, you are moving normally. But to the outside universe, you appear to slow down, almost frozen. This is because black holes bend space and time itself. Einstein predicted this over 100 years ago. The stronger the gravity, the slower time becomes. Near a black hole, time doesn't just slow, it breaks. 1 minute for you could be thousands of years for the rest of the universe. As you get closer, something horrifying begins to happen. Your feet are pulled harder than your head. Your body is no longer one piece. You are being stretched, like a strand of spaghetti across the cosmos. Scientists actually have a name for this. They call it spaghettification. And then you reach the final boundary, the edge of reality itself, the event horizon. Once you cross it, there is no return, no signal, no message, no information. Nothing escapes. But here is the terrifying truth. No one knows what really exists beyond this point. Not NASA, not physicists, not even Einstein. And what we are about to explore next may change how you see the universe forever. Every black hole begins its life as a star, a massive star, millions of times heavier than our sun. For billions of years it burns, creating light, heat, and energy. But nothing in the universe lasts forever. When its fuel runs out, gravity wins. The star collapses in on itself. In less than a second, its core implodes, triggering the most violent explosion ever recorded in nature. A supernova. The outer layers are thrown across the galaxy, while the core continues to fall inward, forever. This collapsing core becomes so dense that a single teaspoon would weigh more than Mount Everest. Its gravity grows beyond imagination. And then, a black hole is born. At its center lies something we cannot see, something called the singularity. The singularity is not a place. It is a breakdown of physics. All the mass of a dying star is crushed into a single point, with infinite density and zero size. This is where all known laws of science fail. Inside a singularity, time and space lose their meaning. Distance no longer exists. Before and after disappear. It is a region the universe itself was never meant to create. And yet, there are billions of these monsters across the cosmos, and every one of them is slowly rewriting reality. On Earth, time feels constant. 1 second is 1 second. But near a black hole, time behaves like liquid. It stretches, it slows, it almost stops. Einstein predicted this effect in 1915. He said gravity is not a force. It is the bending of space and time itself. And no object in the universe bends reality more than a black hole. Imagine two astronauts. One stays far away. The other falls toward the black hole. To the distant astronaut, the falling one appears to slow, frame by frame, until time itself seems frozen. But to the falling astronaut, everything feels normal. Their heart beats, their thoughts continue. But outside the black hole, 1,000,000 years may pass before they even reach the edge. At this point, the universe no longer makes sense. Two observers, two realities, both correct, both impossible. This is not a glitch in science. This is how the universe truly works. As you move closer to the black hole, there is no alarm, no warning sound. The universe does not care. You simply pass the point where escape becomes impossible. Gravity is no longer equal across your body. Your feet are pulled harder than your head. Atoms begin to drift apart. Your body is no longer solid. It becomes information. You do not feel pain. Your nervous system is destroyed before the brain can react. You are not screaming. You are being erased. From the outside, you never actually cross the event horizon. You fade. Your image stretches into red light until you disappear from reality. Some physicists believe a wall of fire may exist at the horizon, a firewall that instantly destroys anything that touches it. If true, the universe is more violent than we ever imagined. What lies past this boundary is unknown. No camera has ever returned. No signal has escaped. We are trying to understand a place that the universe itself hides. Everything that falls into a black hole is supposed to disappear forever. But quantum physics says something impossible. Information can never be destroyed. So where does it go? Stephen Hawking discovered that black holes are not truly black. They slowly leak energy. This faint glow is now known as Hawking radiation, and it may be the key to the greatest mystery in science. Over trillions of years, a black hole can completely evaporate. But if it vanishes, what happens to everything it swallowed? Does the universe forget? Some theories suggest that what enters a black hole is not destroyed. It may be transferred to another region of space, or even another universe. If this is true, every black hole may be a doorway, not to death, but to somewhere else, a place where time has never existed. At the center of almost every galaxy, there is a supermassive black hole. Ours is called Sagittarius, a star. It is 4 million times heavier than the Sun. There are more black holes in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth, each one shaping the fate of entire star systems. When a star comes too close, it is torn apart. The black hole does not swallow it. It shreds it. Black holes are not just destroyers. They are architects. They control the birth of stars. They shape galaxies. Without them, the universe would not exist as it does today. In a strange way, black holes are not the enemies of the cosmos. They are part of its heartbeat, destroying and creating at the same time. If black holes were only silent destroyers, the universe would be a very simple place. But they are not. They grow. They merge. They move through galaxies like invisible gods, bending everything in their path. And for a long time, scientists feared something terrifying. They feared that black holes might not only destroy stars, but one day destroy the universe itself. This idea is known as the black hole domination theory. It suggests that over unimaginable periods of time, black holes could slowly consume all matter, leaving nothing but darkness behind. At first, this sounds impossible. The universe is vast beyond comprehension. There are more galaxies than grains of sand on every beach on Earth combined. How could black holes ever win against such scale? The answer lies in patience. Black holes are not aggressive hunters. They do not roam the cosmos seeking victims. They wait. They sit at the centers of galaxies, silently shaping the motion of billions of stars. Occasionally, a star drifts too close. The black hole tears it apart, converting its mass into pure gravitational power. This process is slow, but the universe has unlimited time. As galaxies collide and merge, something that happens constantly across cosmic history, their central black holes also meet. They orbit each other in a deadly spiral, releasing gravitational waves that ripple across space-time. Eventually, they collide. Two black holes become one, larger, heavier, more powerful. Over billions of years, this process repeats. Small black holes become giants. Giants become monsters. Until entire clusters of galaxies are ruled by single gravitational kings. Now imagine this playing out not for billions, but for trillions upon trillions of years. Stars will stop forming. Galaxies will fade. Matter will become rare. But black holes will remain. They will be the last objects still holding energy in a dying universe. This leads to a chilling concept known as the heat death of the universe, a future where everything is cold, dark, and still. No light, no life, only isolated black holes drifting through endless nothingness. And even they are not eternal. Thanks to Hawking radiation, black holes slowly lose mass. They evaporate, a process so slow that the largest black holes will take longer than the current age of the universe multiplied by a trillion times to disappear. But one day, even they will be gone. What happens after the last black hole dies? This is the moment scientists fear the most. Because at that point, the universe will have no structure left. No energy gradients, no processes, no change. Time itself may lose meaning. There will be no events, no before, no after. Only a frozen reality that exists without purpose. Some physicists believe this is not the end. They propose that when the universe reaches this ultimate state of decay, quantum fluctuations could trigger a new Big Bang, a rebirth, a new universe emerging from the ashes of the old. If that is true, then black holes are not the destroyers of existence. They are its reset mechanism. They are the universe's way of cleaning the slate, ending one story, so another can begin. And if that cycle has happened before, then the universe you live in right now may not be the first. It may not even be the 10th. It could be the billionth attempt at existence. All born from the death of black holes. All forgotten. All replaced. And someday, ours will be too. One of the most disturbing ideas in modern physics is this. What if the universe you live in exists inside a black hole? Not metaphorically, not symbolically, literally. This theory begins with a simple observation. The mathematics that describe black holes also describe the birth of the universe. When physicists analyze the equations that govern collapsing stars, they find something strange. The same space-time geometry that forms a singularity also appears in the equations of the Big Bang. In other words, the moment a black hole is born looks mathematically identical to the moment a universe is created. This leads to a radical possibility, that every black hole may contain a new universe on the inside. From the outside, we see a star collapse. From the inside, a new cosmos explodes into existence. If that is true, then the Big Bang was not the beginning of everything. It was the beginning of our region of reality. And our entire observable universe may be hidden behind an event horizon that we can never see. This would explain something that has confused astronomers for decades. Why is the universe expanding? Not just expanding, but accelerating. Something is pushing space apart faster and faster, as if reality itself is being stretched from within. If our universe exists inside a black hole, then this expansion is not mysterious. It is gravity pulling everything inward. From a higher dimensional space we cannot perceive. We experience it as dark energy, as the invisible force tearing galaxies away from each other. Another strange detail supports this idea. The density of our universe is incredibly close to the density required to form a black hole. Not lower, not higher. Almost perfect. As if the universe itself sits right at the edge of collapse, right at the threshold between freedom and imprisonment, between expansion and annihilation. Now consider the implications. If black holes create universes, then every galaxy is not just a collection of stars. It is a factory of realities, a cosmic nursery constantly giving birth to new worlds beyond our comprehension. And if our universe exists inside a black hole, then its death is inevitable. One day, the black hole that contains us will evaporate. When it does, our reality will not fade slowly. It will end instantly. Not with fire, not with ice, but with erasure. A complete and total deletion of everything that has ever existed. Your memories, your planet, your history, all gone in a fraction of a second. And the most terrifying part? No one inside the universe will ever know it is about to happen. There will be no warning, no final moment, just silence. At the deepest level of reality, science reaches a wall. Not a physical wall, but a wall of understanding. Every equation, every telescope, every simulation eventually leads us to the same place. A question with no answer. Why does anything exist at all? Black holes are not just objects in space. They are mirrors. They reflect the limits of human knowledge. We can map the surface of Mars. We can hear the echoes of the Big Bang. We can photograph the shadow of a black hole itself. But we cannot step beyond the edge of reality. And perhaps we are not meant to. Every civilization in history believed it stood at the center of existence, that its sky was complete, that its universe was understandable. And every one of them was wrong. Today, we stand on the same fragile ground. We look at black holes and call them mysteries. But the truth may be far more unsettling. They are not mysterious. They are simply honest. They show us the universe without human filters, without comfort, without meaning. Inside a black hole, there are no stories, no heroes, no memories, only mathematics, only the raw architecture of existence. And yet, from this darkness, everything may be born. Every star, every planet, every life. Perhaps the universe is not a machine. Perhaps it is a cycle. Creation from destruction, order from chaos, birth from death. If black holes truly give rise to new universes, then the fate of everything you love is not annihilation. It is transformation. The atoms in your body were once forged in stars. Those stars may one day be swallowed by black holes. And beyond those black holes, something new may rise. A reality that will never know your name, but will carry your essence, your matter, your legacy, not in memory, but in existence itself. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember this. You are not small. You are not insignificant. You are part of a story that began before time and may never truly end. And somewhere in the dark, beyond the last star you can see, the universe is already preparing its next beginning.